Halo Infinite, a game that is in a really bad state right now. But why exactly? How has Halo gone down such a dark path again after what we had with Halo 5? Like, how could 343 let this happen again? So, in this video, we're going to be talking about exactly what happened to Halo Infinite and discuss the future of the game and my hopes for the franchise itself. So we begin with the release of Halo Infinite back in November, at least the multiplayer portion of it. I'm just going to be talking about the multiplayer because I enjoyed the campaign a lot, and while there is room for improvement, I still felt like the campaign was solid and a vast improvement over Halo 5's shit campaign. But yeah, the multiplayer. So when it first came out, I enjoyed it. The gameplay is phenomenal. I love the sandbox, though the vehicles in the game need a bit of rework because the Banshee gets shot down with 2 sniper shots and it's practically useless compared to the Wasp. And the maps as well, there's not a lot of maps, and the fact that the maps are all 3 lanes and very symmetrical and similar, it leaves a lot to be desired when it comes to vehicle combat. Like, how many times have you entered a tank playing Halo Infinite's multiplayer? I mean, even if you've been playing since launch, I doubt you've been in a tank like 20 times easily. And that sucks because in the old Halo games, in the MCC, Halo 3, Halo 2, all these games, big team battle was fun. You could just spawn in, you had all the vehicles in that area, and you would just grab them. In this game, you gotta wait for them to be delivered, which I think is a bit crap. Especially the power vehicles, you could call them. So apart from the maps and the vehicles, content. Now, content is very important in any game. It's what keeps the game alive. It's what keeps players playing, and it's what determines how long a game will last, in my opinion. Now, when the game launched, we had the season pass, the battle pass crap, which I'm sick and tired of seeing it in every bloody game. And one thing that I hated, but that really hurt, was when I remember launching the multiplayer for the first time and seeing the lack of a military progression system, just some progression system. The only progression there is in the game is the season pass, and the armors itself are locked to the cores, meaning you cannot mix and match colors, which is blasphemy because in the old games you could just change a bloody color and that was it. However, the content is somewhere. It's in the shop, and recently 343 were under fire for increasing the prices on the shop items, and then they were called out for it. So that was lovely. Even with all the shit that's going on with the Halo show, they have to pull something like that. So just, they just keep digging themselves down the hole. And I know the video's all over the place, but I just want to go on a rant because it's sad to see how the state the game is in. Because I love Halo, I want Halo to do well. And it's a shame because the game has so much potential. The lack of co-op as well. Like, how can you launch a game, a Halo game, with no co-op? Co-op is a part of Halo's DNA since the beginning, since its inception. And the fact that 343 makes posts saying that, co-op is the heart of Halo, then why wasn't it in the bloody game on launch? And what's even scarier is the game was delayed by a year. So if the game came out when it was supposed to come out, then what the fuck would have been the game? Oh my god, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And there are no pre-match lobbies, as in when you join a match you can see everyone in a list of players, you can talk to them. There's no map voting. I figured maybe there would be a map voting system, or at least allow like the veto system. Players cannot talk to each other. The UI just sucks balls. Like, the UI is so shit. Like, the menus are everywhere. Oh, it's bad. The lack of content, no progression, the armor cores. the stupid shop and the season pass. It's literally like a free-to-play game. That's what it is, because the game is free to play. It's like you take any random free-to-play mobile crap or any free-to-play FPS from these random shitty ones you can find. That's what Halo is right now. If it didn't have the Halo weapons, the music, the skin, it's literally, that's what it literally is. And it sucks. It's a big shame. The game deserves better. We as fans deserve better. After putting up with all the shit we had to deal with Halo 5, I feel like we deserve a complete multiplayer experience, because the campaign kicked ass. I loved the campaign. It was great. Almost made me cry and everything. Like the dynamic between the Marine and Chief, and I don't want to spoil his name, or spoil the campaign, but the dynamic between them and the story itself and the characters could be improved here and there, but all around, I gave it a 9 out of 10. Return to form for the campaign. Like, even the music was great. It's just the multiplayer. Like, I really want to play it, but I play one match and I get bored because there's nothing to do in the game. And you know, people say, yeah, you play for fun, not to unlock stuff. Yes, but unlocking stuff is part of the fun as well. You know, that grind, achieving something, setting a goal, getting something. That is part of Halo as well. Just like in COD or in Battlefield, and you strive for something and you grind, and then when you finally get it, you use it, you show it off, and that's what Halo is about. And there's none of that. There's no commendations, no challenges. You know, wouldn't it be cool if you had these really difficult challenges to do, and if you did them, you unlock some really cool, like, skins for your weapons? But no, there's none of that. You just buy crap from the store, or buy tiers in the Battle Pass. And the Battle Pass is horrible, because you gotta do specific challenges to even progress in the Battle Pass. So it's not like you can freely play a match and grind XP that way. No. I mean, yeah, they added the XP per match, but that's still crap. You gotta do specific stuff to increase the Battle Pass, and it's horrible. No one wants to get fucking 20 melee kills, or no one wants to use the plasma, what's that weapon called? The plasma carbine? I don't even know the name of that bloody gun anymore. But no one wants to use that crap. And it's a really big shame how the multiplayer is. The state of Halo in general, and the Halo TV series as well. That's for another video, but God, that is awful. It's just all around, it's a shitty situation, and I hope they get it together. They've had many chances, and the fact that this season again is 6 months, okay, 6 months. That is half a year of the season. When are we gonna get progression like in the MCC pre-match lobbies? Oh, I've also left something out completely. 2 things: Forge and Firefight, massive components of the Halo series. Firefights, I love firefights. I love to play, I love to survive with my friends, playing co-op. And the fact that on MCC you can progress your main rank by playing all these game modes is what made MCC so enjoyable. Because you could play how you wanted to play. That's what Halo is about, giving the player choice. And Halo Infinite doesn't have that right now. No Firefight, no Forge, no pre-match lobbies, no progression, lack of content, no co-op. The UI is ass. All these problems are bringing the game down, and the community with it. You know, I keep seeing posts about the player base on Steam, and I'm like, I don't care about the player base. A game is only truly dead when there's no one else playing it. That's what I believe. Every game is alive as long as there's dedicated people playing it. But I can see where they're coming from when they say that, because the game is in dire need of help. And this season is gonna take 6 months, so I guess in 6 months we'll see improvements, but I don't know. You know, Halo Infinite was supposed to inspire hope, and all it did for me was disappoint.